Okay, Sag, 2022, what is on the table for you? Look at this, the Akashic Library A2. When it comes to the Akashic Library, it is about all that is. It is an understanding there is past, present, and future. The Akashic Library is that concept that there is something more, that it is all one, that we want to tap into all that is, the future, the past, the present. That is what your focus should be, about patience and love and understanding that everything that's happened to you in the past, if it's still in your present, could affect your future. So the two, right? Now you've got a synchronicity of multiple twos. Now you've got 4 twos because you got the 3 from 2022 and now you've got this Akashic Records. Divine wants you to tap into your possibilities. Everything is possible. Everything is possible. The Akashic Records are one of those studies that tell us everything is possible. There is nothing that isn't possible. There's all different outcomes. So for you, Sag, the lovers of freedom, the lovers of travel, the lovers of discovery, right? It is time for you to discover that anything is possible. And you've got a 1 here with prosperity begins. My God, the amount of joy that I'm feeling for you right now, Sag, it's unbelievable. This is your freaking year. It is your freaking year to have what you want. But you gotta tap in to believing it's possible. And that is what you're being asked to do. You gotta know it. It's possible before you can have it. Okay? Whoo! January. The frog. So here, cleaning house, releasing emotional baggage. So just get rid of the crap. Get rid of anything that's, if you look at something in your house and it's bugging you, get rid of it. You want to open up the space to bring in the new. So if there's something that has, and I'm not talking about getting rid of everything, because obviously if you need something, you're going to have to keep it until you can replace it. But the question here is, if you see something that you're like, well, I don't, uncle and aunt so-and-so gave it to me, but it's the ugliest thing that you've ever seen in your heart, get rid of it. It's making you feel bad. Goodbye. Okay. This is about anything being possible, and you need to clear your space for the new stuff to come in. So that's what this is about. This is not letting any of that garbage get in the way. Froggy here is saying in January, look around. What doesn't make you happy? If you don't have any feeling about it, that's fine. Then, leave it be. But if something gives you that little feeling, nope, get rid of it. February, the wasp, jealousy. What are you jealous of? What are you jealous of now, Sag? Don't do it, man. Don't do the stinger thing. Get that shit under control now, because everything is possible. Everything. So if you're feeling like, why does everybody have something I want? You're in your own way already. You're actually stinging yourself. And what happens when a bee stings? It dies. Is that where you really want to go? So there is no need for the jealousy or resentment that somebody else has what you want, because everything is possible. For you, 2022 is already shouting, and we're only in February, that Sag, you can have everything you want if you get your emotional baggage out of the way and stop getting in your own way. All right, so February, you've been warned. Don't fall into that headspace, because anything is possible. You've got the deer. Now be gentle. Approach carefully, right? Stop and listen, right? Deer, you see them come into your yard, and if you're blessed enough to have them come into your yard, they will stop and they'll listen and they'll look. But they're also the animal that will walk into the middle of a road when a car is coming right for them, and they freeze and they get hit and then they get injured. So know when to run. Pay attention. So March is about heads up. Are you really hearing what you're supposed to be? Are you really getting your message from the divine? Because you've opened the Akashic record for yourself. And all that means is the ability to accomplish anything and the possibility of accomplishing something is there for you, Sag. So heads up, my dear. April, cow. A lot of people are getting this one. So we're all coming off of all of this, you know, restriction and COVID and all of the sickness and the loneliness and the mental health issues. So make sure that come April is your month for self-care, okay? Nourish yourself. Check in on all that you have. Be grateful for it. Ask for help if you need it. Accept help if you have trouble accepting help. So this is the month for you, April, for you, Sag, to pay attention to self-care. May is about looking at all the beauty in around you. Find the beauty. Right underneath the Wasp card, so the February energy that might be lingering, you really have to focus hard on all the beautiful things, and they're little, right? You think of the butterfly, it's very small, very fragile. So, and you've got the tenderness and gentleness of the deer up here. So in that same emotional flow, come May, really look for the beauty in your life. Okay, that's your assignment. Spirit wants you to look for all the beautiful things in your life after you've taken care of your mental health and your body and done some self-care. June is the bee. So now it seems to be time to think of what you really want and start doing it, right? The bee is lucky, he is industrious, and there's sweet victory in it. So whatever you put your mind to now, whatever you get busy working on, will be successful. And that's by June. So here you go, that flow of emotion, getting rid of all the ick, taking care of yourself, looking for the beauty in things. And then by June, whatever you put your focus on is going to be successful. July, Sag. July, they're asking you to focus. Stay focused on your goal. So in June, you have found what you wanted to work on, and July is going to be about staying focused, staying on your path. Don't let other people come in, set your boundaries, you know, stay on path. So that's July, and it's also a 33, so it's double the energy of creativity, and it adds up to a 6, which is love and patience of the entire year as a whole. So July is important for you to focus on the lessons you learned in the first half of the year. August, you're going to be feeling the newness of it, right? You're going to start feeling like you're not necessarily sure what you're doing, but you are on the right path, because you should know that, because you've opened up the Akashic library of all that is possible for you. They're telling you with the prosperity begins that it's going to be successful and you will get benefit from this. So this feeling of, well, it's still so new and I don't know what I'm doing. August, they're saying it's okay. You are right where you need to be. Sag, so whatever that thing is that you're finally focusing on and it's new, be proud of yourself, because you're in exactly the right spot. September, there's a disruption in September. And if you know it, it feels like a waterfall. And this would add up to a 12, which is a lesson you need to learn, because 3 plus 9 is 12. 12 is the number of the students. So there's a lesson here in this disruption. So allow it to happen. Go over the fall, all right? It might sting a little bit to land in that rocky water, but you know what? This is supposed to happen. So just know that something in September that is going to buck you or make you feel like you've bucked off your path because of the newness of it, of this path that you're on is new. It's okay. Again, it was a lesson, a thing that needed to happen. It's something that you're still learning, so it's okay. That disruption is exactly what needed to happen. But don't be afraid of it. October, loyalty, sincerity, unconditional love. So now you should be very well aware that, like a dog to a bone with this new path of yours. You know, don't give up. You know, just be happy in it, enjoy it, be there for it. You know, nurture this, nurture this, nurture this. So this newness, just be loyal to it. November, here's the burden. So in making this path, in the newness, because it is coming off of this, now you've got burden, which is another word for responsibility, honestly. But what are you taking on? So the book message is asking you to ask yourself, what burdens are you carrying on this part of the journey? Are you transporting others out of generosity or codependency? Is this burden so heavy that it's slowing you down? This marker asks you to stop and look at your responsibilities, your commitments, and all that you bring with you on the journey. Are you clinging to an unhealthy relationship out of fear? Are you taking on a burden of others? So there you go. So that's the message on this, is a little bit deeper. Now that you've started to make the way for yourself, who are the Klingons? Who's still gripping onto you? Who are you letting hang on to you? Maybe that was the disruption. And this is saying you need to stay true to yourself, because this burden, you don't need to keep it. Okay? It's somebody else's issue. So don't let this stop you from your path, because you're on the right one. And then December, you end up the year with protection. So you are protected by the divine, and it's set your boundaries so that you too protect yourself. This picture, you've got a lot of land, solid earth energy, and in the background, is the water, the emotions, and the rocky terrain. So the rock and the water here, the rock and the water here, it's behind you. Okay, so protect what you've built up all year of 2022. This is your year, Sag. Don't let someone drag you off of it. And it looks like it's going to happen in September. It's going to make you aware. But in November is going to be, it's time to stop that burden. It's time to make them shake off of you if they haven't already. And here they're saying, do it by December. You need to protect yourself and your future. Okay? Sag, your year, man, is your year. So good luck. If you want any further information or you'd like a deeper reading, please let me know. Contact me. I'm here for you, Sag. It looks like it's going to be an amazing year. So I hope to see you back next month. Take care.